hardest part working in the industry, maintaining your personal identity, what's the hardest part about that? Like not wavering who you are for, they say sometimes that you have to do stuff that it might be outside yourself morally, but you like, man, this movie would definitely get me there or whatever. How do you navigate that in saying that's just not going with my moral code?
Knowing who I am and where I come from and going back to my philosophy, my personal philosophy.
Have you had to turn down a lot of roles?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. Even when I first got here, I'll tell you a story.
Let's do it.
It's maybe 2009, 2010. Again, I got out here in 2008, struggling, doing my best to find ways in the industry. And when I say struggling, I mean just hustling, right? Trying to do what I have to do. I was training at the time. But there was a project that was very popular on HBO Skinemax. Can you remember Skinemax on HBO?
No,
You remember?
just in
case you didn't know.
I know,
Okay.
but the way you said it got me
All right.
nervous.
All right,
He do
well, it
know.
was-
He know. We didn't call it that. I forgot what we called it. But you know, after like 10 o'clock, they put on the
flicks.
The flicks.
I
The
knew
late
when it
night
got
flicks.
late. I didn't know it was called Skinemax.
Yeah.
That's
Because we weren't grown.
Oh, it wasn't. It wasn't. Got it.
Yeah, right. So it was one of the, and like I said, I was training and I just came out the season, all of that stuff. So I was, you know what I mean?
I was feeling good about it.
I was feeling good. You know what I mean? In my early 20s, you know what I mean? I'm that guy. So I get this offer to audition for a particular role in this project. And I'm like, all right, great. Yeah, of course I'll audition. So I go on an audition and I kill it on the acting tip.
Yeah.
Kill it. Then they were like, okay, great take. All right, can you just turn around for me? It's like, all right, cool. Okay, profiles. Okay, cool. Back to the front. Cool. All right, do you mind shirt? You mind take your shirt off just so we can see your physique? Oh, yeah, of course. You know what I mean?
Right, let's get
all
it.
day, all day.
Let's do it.
All right, turn to the back and see your back. Can you drop your pants? Excuse me? Can you just drop your pants, please? All right, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I stepped out.
Right.
Stepped out. They offered me the job. I got the job, right?
For sure.
They were offering at the time $15,000 for me to do this role for one day. Something that I could have used because
At
I was
that time.
at that time because I needed that to pay my studio rent, which was $1,200 at the time. Do I regret not taking that role? Absolutely not, because of how demeaning that felt, being in that audition room, asking me to bare my entire body. But I had to ask myself at that moment, okay, is this what you want to do? Is this who you're going to be defined by? And is this the action you're going to be defined by right now? I said no. And as soon as I turned that role down, 3 weeks later, guess what role I got?
Men in Black 3.
Men in Black 3. Because I had enough confidence in myself and enough awareness at the time to not.
To say no.
Question. Was the director a female?
Yeah,
Out of
but
all of that, that's what he took.
This is a legit question. This is a legit question.
No, it's a legit.
Because I don't know if there's a it feels different. A woman saying that and then giving you context and saying you may have a sex scene. I just want to make sure it looks good.
Yep. Yeah.
And then it could be an old white man. I'm serious
That's
though.
what you was going to say.
But that's crazy. It could be an old white man. It could be an old white woman. It could be a young white woman. It could be a director that's so young, you just like, bro, I'm not doing that. It could be all types of reasons that it, but that's why I would ask, just because I'm like, dog, I don't know if that would have made me uncomfortable, depending on who the director was. If the director was somebody that did passionate love scenes all the time or whatever the hell, like, and I thought it was going to be a good movie, I wouldn't even feel uncomfortable that I would kind of damn near prep myself.
Well,
for
that's
that.
the thing, though. He kind of had leeway on that. He knew it was.
No.
Did you know
He
it
knew
was
it was
Skinemax?
Yeah, I knew this was
He knew it was Skinemax. So but I'm saying, not even money-wise, I don't even think it would. I enjoy sometimes doing that where the role has to be uncomfortable for me to want to do it, because it's like, I don't want to get caught in a bunch of comfortable roles because it's like for me, it's not really acting for me.
Yeah.
It's like I'm just sort of helping market the project at that point.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like to be in something where people got to be like, wait, that was Iman?
Mm-hmm.
Like until I posted on my Instagram, you didn't realize I need to get some of those type of roles. So it's like I might do something different. That's why I was asking, just because I didn't know if he was standing on the other side of some. That was like, hey, bro, you're weird. Like, don't you ever ask me to do nothing like that ever again.
Right. That's good. Well, let me put this in the context, right? Because one, I don't know what his intention was and where that was, but I just knew how it made me feel. Right.
Right.
But here's the thing: there's art, and then there's business, and then there's a nexus you have to understand. So, if it was about the art, then yeah, it's going to be what project is it? How's it going to look? What is it going to be? What is it going to do for me, fulfilling wise?
Right. If it was a bigger film.
Now I'm looking at my career. I'm just starting out. The things that you do when you just start out is going to determine what your career looks like. I truly believe if I would have did that job then,
You just been a boyfriend role somewhere.
I would not be where I am now in the roles with integrity, with male leadership, with strength, with dignity that I'm in now.
Right.
And being in the market that I'm in now.
Real talk.
Because of
It's
those
like, well, if
early
he does
decisions.
that, we don't want him for this.
No.
Got it.
You get me? So
I totally do.
that was a really good, and I'm proud of myself back then, strategic business move. And it got me.
Real talk. Got you Men in Black 3.
That was it. Acting on morals and made a strategic business decision.
That's it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What some morals to do?
Very simple.
Wow.
You're right.
Some morals.